What happens when two hard-working mums down tools and go on strike for 4 days, leaving their homes and children in the hands of their husbands? Which dad will cope best with the challenges mum has set? Will it be big kid Paul, who's never really grown up? Or dozy dad Chris, who spends more time asleep than awake? Our family advisor Anna Rayburn will be watching to see if the dads can make light work of the challenges ahead.
Dads often don't realise how much work and forward planning goes into taking care of the kids in the house. Well, they're about to find out.
First, let's meet the Shaws. Trudy and Chris have 2 children, Saffron 6 and baby brother Jaden. Oh, and don't forget Max the dog. Mum Trudy has her hands full looking after 2 kids and doing all the chores, while dozy dad Chris prefers to kip. And that's why we're here.
He doesn't do the washing up, he doesn't do the hoovering, he doesn't do any ironing.
When I get home, I usually flake out, absolutely exhausted.
Before Trudy leaves, she needs reassuring that Chris will know how to look after the kids. Time to test Dad.
What size nappy does Jaden wear?
5+.
Wrong! What year am I in at school?
Year 2.
Yay! You got it right. What size shoes do I wear?
1.
Wrong! What's the name of my head teacher?
I don't know.
Oh dear, Chris, only 1 out of 4. No wonder Mum's writing a goodbye note.
Dear Chris, I have decided to go on strike. I think that it is about time you took your turn to look after the house and the children. I'm leaving you the car, but it is only for emergencies. And don't forget the Mums on Strike's 3 golden rules.
It's no takeaway, no television, no phones.
With Chris in charge, Trudy's off for pure pampering at the Brandon Hall Hotel and Spa.
Oh, I could do this for 3 days.
And while she's relaxing, she'll be watching his every move. It's day 1 at the Shaws, and dozy dad Chris has had a wake-up call. He has to get the kids up and get Saffron to school on time.
Let's get ready. We've got about 45 minutes.
I should have gone for school about 15 minutes ago.
You picked your uniform up, Snatch. I'm looking for your shirt.
He doesn't really know what he's doing, I don't think.
Where'd you get that from? That's what I was asking you about. All done.
So he's still not even dressed.
Just 10 minutes to get Saffron to school. And they're on foot. Better get a move on.
It's more difficult than you think, pushing this big fella. Just made it. Literally.
Look at the time, he's 15 minutes late.
I'm boiling. But just made it, just in time.
Time to relax? No way. Chris gets his first challenge of the day from Trudy.
I have booked you a baby massage lesson. Julie Fairson will be at the house at 10. Right, let's get back home. Oh man, baby massage lesson.
Hiya, I'm Julia. Hiya.
Right.
I am fine, thanks. All it's about is having fun with him. If you're going to do some massage stretches all the way down his body, so you're going to go from the top of his head, quite firm, go woo, all the way down. So from the top of your head, say, oh, is that nice? Clever boy. Knees to chest.
Knees to chest.
Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. It's getting nice and relaxed. So if you now lie down beside him. Fantastic. Feel the weight of the floor beneath your legs and your feet.
He loves sleeping, that's what he normally does, just sleep.
You can feel the sun pouring gently over you. Yeah.
And the baby massage has been a triumph. For Dad, anyway. Time to meet our second family, the Smiths. There's Daniel, who's 4, and baby Brianna. Mum Pam does all the household chores and has 2 little ones to look after. Or is that 3?
He's like a big kid. You know, I'm the only parent here. That's the way I look at it sometimes. You know, there's supposed to be 2 of us, but there's only 1.
I think I'm a good dad to get along with. I don't think I'd discipline the kids as much as I should. But, yeah, I reckon I'm a cool dad.
Before Mum leaves, time to test Dad.
What age did Daniel first sleep right through the night?
About 8 months.
Nope. Who is Daniel's best friend at preschool?
Corey.
Yep, that's right, isn't it? What was Brianna's first word?
Daniel.
Say yep.
Yeah.
What is Daniel's shoe size?
9.
3 out of 4. He certainly knows his kids, so why is Mum packing her bags?
Dear Paul, I'm going on strike. I think you need to be more like a father and less like a friend to your children.
Morning.
Hiya.
I would like you to try to tackle Daniel's sleeping problems.
He's scared of his shadow at the minute, and he has monsters that go in his wardrobe.
Get him into a proper sleeping routine. By the time I get back, lots of love, Pam.
Snazzy.
Has Mummy gone on strike? Did you have some fun? Yeah. Superhero Daniel.
It's the morning of day 1, and Paul starts as he means to go on, having fun, with a set of tea towels.
You said Daddy be a superhero?
Yeah.
Have superhero Daddy, yeah? Superhero Daniel. No, we're superheroes. We don't fight, do we? We're superheroes.
No, we're playing.
You see, there's been no discipline there. Daniel tried to fight, and Paul's just said, no, we're not fighting, we're superheroes, and ran off.
Mum Pam wants Paul to get on with running the house, but he's got far more important things to do, like building a castle for pet rabbits Darcy and Millie.
I'll get your lunchbox out. Here, baby, you hold that side.
Paul may be a great carpenter, but he's already forgotten the 2 kids.
I'm using your hammer.
Why?
Because I need to just bang it for a minute.
That's naughty. Daniel,
That's for the...
if you fall down, look how far it is. Daniel, don't let Darcy out. She's got him. All right, leave Darcy alone, please.
He's being a nightmare.
Don't lock Bree in there. Come on, Bree, come out.
But he should do something for them, like activity or something to keep him occupied.
A quick breather from the building, and Paul's taking the kids for a swim. What could be difficult about that? Dad splashing about in the water with a couple of kids? Easy. Until he tells Daniel it's time to go home.
Please, you should never know.
Now Paul needs some tips on how to keep hold of 1 wet, struggling kid, 2 bags and a baby.
Listen to me. You've got to get out now. Okay? And we can come back another day if you go.
But he's not explained it at the beginning. If he explained it in the beginning, he wouldn't have had this fiasco.
Paul manages to calm Daniel down by using the one tactic that never, ever fails. Sweets. Coming up, Chris is taken for a walk by dog Max.
He's forgotten the baby.
And little Daniel shows Paul who's boss.
Just keep Brianna, he's not saying anything.
Hard-working mums Pamela and Trudy are on strike. They've left their husbands at home to juggle the kids and chores while they chill out at a luxury spa. The dads better watch out, though. Mum's spying on their every move. It's the afternoon of day 1 at the Shores, and factory worker Chris is off to the park with the kids and pet dog Max. On the way there, he gets a text from Trudy.
Max really needs to learn some manners. Please will we take him to the park and give him some discipline training.
What does that mean?
So we've got to teach him how to behave. He's making me dizzy. running round in circles. Max, drop it. Hey, come here. Sit. Sit. Sit.
So it looks like Max is in charge then.
Come on. Oi.
And Chris seems to have forgotten one important thing.
He's forgotten the baby.
And Saffron seems to have forgotten Chris. Doing well, Chris. With everyone reunited, they finally head home. It's 5 o'clock and Chris finds out that his day has only just begun.
Plan is now, do the washing up, hoover, change Jaden.
Best get to it, Chris.
Sir, dinner's ready. 10 to 8. Running a bit late and behind schedule. I'll get these bed and we'll get washed up and off to bed, hopefully.
9 o'clock and Chris can finally relax.
It's been difficult today, but it's been my first day, so hopefully it'll probably get a bit easier as the week goes on, maybe.
Chris has had a tough day. Not only has he had the kids to cope with, but Trudy wanted him to take the dog in hand as well. It's good for children to have pets, any kind of pets, but make sure they make a real contribution to their maintenance and upkeep.
It's the afternoon of day 1 in the Smiths' house and Pam has a hunch that Paul may not be keeping up with the chores.
Have you washed the dishes and hoovered? Pam. Daniel, did you do the dishes? Brianna, did you hoover up?
6 o'clock and nearly time for Paul's toughest challenge, putting Daniel to bed. Daniel always has a million excuses not to go to sleep. He says he's scared of the shadows on his bedroom ceiling, but Paul's got a plan.
So it's the shadows off of this, is it? There you go, there won't be no more shadows now, so you won't be as scared when you go to sleep. So hopefully now it's down, you won't worry about the shadows anymore.
Now for the moment of truth.
Well, Daniel, get into bed and get comfortable.
I don't want to go to the bed.
You're going to be a big boy, because look, the shadows are gone now.
Why?
Night, night.
Will you tell them to come back?
Yeah.
10 minutes later, Daniel is downstairs with more reasons not to sleep.
When did you see a man with his wings on his back going down the street? No,
I did.
Yeah, but the telly is not real.
Yes, it is, because on Cartoon Network they go blue and Buster's time.
Right, come on, we're going back up to bed now, Daniel.
No. Hey, Daddy, you put me in the bed. I want to.
See them big shadows, they're all gone now, ain't they? So you be a good boy now, go to sleep for me. Night, night, give me a kiss.
5 minutes later, and Daniel is downstairs, again finding more ways to distract Paul.
She's got juice, Daniel. Now, can you go up to bed, please?
Get more. Daddy, I'm going to throw this old box away.
Give me the box.
I'm going to throw it away.
Daniel. Don't worry about the door, Daniel. You're supposed to be asleep in bed.
Yeah, but I'm making my music.
Well, I'll take you up. Come on. It's last time, Daniel. Next time you can have your lamp turned off and I'm going to shut your door, OK? Be a big boy for me, just for tonight. I think Daniel still constantly thinks for me it's playtime. That's why he doesn't listen to me or take me seriously.
Next, Daniel tries the crying tactic, which is even better if your baby sister joins in. Oh dear, Paul's in for a long night.
Paul's got a big challenge on his hands trying to get Daniel to stay in bed. If you have a child that keeps getting out of his bed at night, put him back in, stay calm, pat him down, say goodnight, but don't engage in any other conversation.
It's day 2 at the Shaws, and for the second day, Chris is under strict instructions to get Saffron to school on time.
Oh, man. Sweating already. Until I get back home. 10 to 9 bell goes. Come on. That was absolutely mad. I think I burnt the poor girl out before she's even started. Just got there. It was a mad rush. Literally, she was running up that hill. I got there just in time. They were just walking through the door, so. But I'm tired myself now.
Next, Jayden's swimming lesson, and as Trudy's banned the car, Chris has to take the bus. A novelty for him.
No buses from here to Housework.
It's at the wrong bus stop.
Right, time.
Chris's solution is a taxi. That's the no-car rule broken already, and it's only day 2.
Yeah, can I have a taxi from Harborne, going to Housework? Taxi for Chris.
Chris makes it to the pool just on time. Then an opportunity to get in touch with his feminine side.
Ring-a-ring-a-roses, a pocket full of posies. Oh, look at Jayden.
Oh, that was a good 20 minutes or so with my kid. He's enjoyed it. Beats working in a factory building cars all day anyway.
After collecting Saffron from school, Chris finds out what being a devoted dad is really about.
The school sent a letter asking us to check for nits. I've left instructions with a nit comb and some conditioner in the bathroom. Thanks, Trudy.
Apply a conditioner. This is to ensure the hair is tangle-free. Conditioner. Just gotta comb through it, okay? Yours is a different kettle of fish.
Are you finished yet?
Just a couple more, okay? Then we'll rinse it off. All clear. Nothing to report. Well done. Yeah? Kiss. Kiss.
By 8 o'clock, Saffron's in bed, but Chris is still up trying to settle little Jayden.
You'll up that couch, mate. There'll be trouble. I've definitely got to pull my weight more around the house. That's the main thing, what I think I've got to do. Because I've learned it ain't a walk in the park. Nowhere near.
Chris may have appalling timekeeping, but at least he got Jayden to his weekly swimming lesson on time, which he loved. It's up to parents when a small child begins to take swimming lessons, but nowadays most experts agree that any time after 8 weeks is good.
It's day 2, and Paul Smith has gone with the kids to buy some more wood to finish the rabbit castle.
Shall we go and get some wood? Daniel, put it back.
Daniel's really playing up. Really playing up.
Daniel, stop it now.
No, I don't want to go in there.
You have to, Daniel, because you're not being a good boy out of there.
I don't like it.
Look, he's laughing.
Very naughty.
You can't tell him he's naughty when he's laughing at it, Paul.
Can you be a good boy for me for a little bit?
Let's just keep Brianna, he's not saying anything.
Well, where are you going? Come on, mate. Daniel.
He don't seem like he's in control at all. My kids are not this bad.
Will you start listening to me? Daniel, stop it now. I'm going to put you in that bin and leave you there.
Stop it. That's all they're saying. It's not making any difference.
Back home, it's the second night of the bedtime battle. Daniel got up 3 times last night, so Paul's looking for an improvement.
You're going to be a good boy when we go to bed tonight.
And tonight, Daniel's excuse for not going to bed is monsters. Apparently, they're coming down the chimney.
Go check all the walls for the monsters.
It goes
won't
down
rain.
chimney.
So Paul thinks of a clever tactic to put Daniel's mind at rest.
They're only little flues.
Yeah, and my
Monsters can't get in there. Yeah.
little keys dog.
Daniel,
What?
you must go to bed now.
Hey, Daddy, I looked at that
Yeah,
dog.
I know you did. Good night.
Yes, you're busy, Dad.
That's a toy. Do you want a teddy bear?
No.
Good night, Daniel. Good night.
Daddy.
Lie down and go to sleep, Daniel. Yeah, if he comes down, I'm just going to send him back up until he stays in bed for long enough that he goes to sleep. But, I don't know how many times it's going to happen. I think he's out of bed now.
Daddy. Bring us away.
I don't care, Daniel. Go to bed.
Oh, but can't.
I know you have, I heard. But it's not helping you get out of bed. You're going to bed to sleep.
No. It's not
Yes.
working. It's not working.
It will work.
No, it's because like, yeah.
Close your eyes and go to sleep.
Please, Daddy, Mama.
Good night.
No, Mama.
I'm going to close your door now because you're being naughty.
Oh, I don't
I think he's understanding that, I better not go downstairs again because next time it might get worse.
5 minutes later, Daniel comes down to the kitchen.
Daddy.
Daniel? Come back up to bed.
Daniel doesn't come down again that night. Perhaps Paul's finally cracked the problem.
Daniel is afraid of monsters, so Paul did exactly the right thing in taking him out to have a look at the chimney he was so afraid of. If your child has the horrors, don't dismiss their fears. Deal with them, one by one, until the fears begin to recede.
Coming up, Max is in the doghouse.
What's this? Bad.
And so is Paul.
Enjoy.
Hard-working mums Pam and Trudy have gone on strike. They've left their husbands at home with the kids while they've been relaxing at a luxury spa. It's the final morning at the Shores, and with Chris upstairs, Saffron decides to take it upon herself to feed baby Jaden.
Here comes the airplane. When Chris comes down and says, "What's that?" I'll say, "He's rubbed it all over his head." Good man.
What are you doing?
What?
Sit down. Put your stuff in the kitchen, please. On the kitchen side. Watch the cooker.
With Jaden cleaned up, it's off for a fun day out on the Birmingham wheel.
I got butterflies. I got butterflies. I got butterflies. Your eyes are. That bad. Okay, let's go. So did you have fun on there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Want to go have a go and another go?
Another go?
Yeah.
Another day, yeah?
Why?
Can bring Mum next time.
Back home, someone is about to be sent to the doghouse.
What's this? What's this? Bad. Bad. What's this? Out. 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 Bad boy.
Get out. Out.
It's the final night at the Shores without Mum, and Chris seems to be settling into his routine with the kids.
Sweet dreams. Good night. And I'll see you in the morning. Okay?
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless.
All right. Definitely learned that we've got to share responsibility a bit more. Definitely.
Final day at the Smiths, and Paul gets a wake-up call from wife Pam.
Then we got a text from me. He says, have you cleaned the toilet?
No.
No.
And Paul's got no plans to. He's got a rabbit castle to finish, leaving the kids to run the house.
Oh my God.
When Paul finally clocks that things may be falling apart, he comes up with some child-friendly activities. Not sure that's very child-friendly, Paul.
Don't just stand there, take it off him. Flipping Joe.
Then, just as things are getting completely out of hand, Paul turns it round.
Daniel, can you get down from there? Daniel, get down now.
I don't want to.
Tuff, get down. When I tell you to do something, you do it, OK? Because it's dangerous. What if you would have fallen down the back there?
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would have, Daniel.
You hurt me now.
You're going to bed.
I don't.
I'm leaving Daniel on the stairs to think about what he's just done. Because I've told him off for being a bad boy and he's turned around and hit me. Has he been a naughty boy? Yeah. Daniel, you better be on them stairs still. Daniel, you're not supposed to be playing. Can you get back on there? Come on, baby. You don't do it, do you, Daniel?
No, but I...
And when I tell you to do something, you listen to me. You don't answer me back with no. Give me a cuddle.
Yeah.
Give me a cuddle.
With the castle finished, it's time for King Darcy and Queen Millie to take up their royal residence.
Oh, she's fell down. Can you go down and see your friend? And you can have lots of little children and live happily ever after in your little castle.
And they're off.
What's that? Oh, he's got it. No.
6 o'clock and the final night of the bedtime battle. Paul's tough approach last night proved to be a success, but will Daniel settle tonight?
So you're gonna be a good boy, yeah?
If I can't sleep in
You haven't got any other problems, have you?
I'm trying to get the sleep, it's not still working.
No, good night, Daniel. You gonna be a good boy? Do I have to shut your door? No.
Not a whisper. Fantastic.
I don't think I'll go back to with him the way I was before, letting him get away with anything when I was around. Hopefully it'll be better for the kids because they'll be grow up with a bit more discipline and a better father, I suppose.
It's home time for both mums, but which dad coped best? Was it dozy Dad Chris who slept on the job?
Feel the sun pouring gently over you.
Slipped up on timings?
I'm dripping with sweat. I'm boiling.
But swam like a fish.
He's working in a factory building car sort of big anyway.
He's shown that he can do a lot more than he says he can, because he can actually look after them a lot better than he'd say he can.
Or big kid Paul who coped with chaos.
And you can have
Created
lots
a
of little
castle.
children and live happily ever after in your little castle.
and cracked bedtime.
Monsters can't get in there.
Now it's really looking like he's putting his foot down. I'm really, really chuffed. Really chuffed.
Strike over and Mum's crept home.
I've done it. It's all complete. Mission complete.
Chris was so laid back, he was almost horizontal. And his relaxed attitude meant that he was often late. I think he needed to be firmer, both with the children and with Max the dog. Paul had something to prove. He really wanted the kids to take him seriously as a parent, and in just 3 days, he cracked the sleep problem and earned the kids' respect. That makes him my dad of the day.
What's in there? It says Most Improved Dad Award.
Well done.
Congratulations to everyone at Family Day Out to Drayton Manor theme park.
Oh, lovely. Yeah! Hey!
Oh, big
Oh, it's great to be back anyway.